Alright, good evening YouTube. This is a board that I took out of a Texas store that switches are bad. Actually the off and on switch is bad. And another fella asked me a while ago, let this soldering iron heat up, asked me a while ago how do you get the switches out of one. I'm going to show you the best way that I've seen so far to get the switch out of one. This works for me better than any other way. Wait if the soldering iron get hot. Of course, you can try get you some soldering paste, and this is braid out of coax. Silver 3/16 works really good if you got a bunch of that laying around. I got some pieces where I'm just doing some coaxes. You can try this. I mean, it'll suck it up decently, but it's still going to be down and out on the bottom side of it. I use kind of the ghetto way of doing it, but it works. I got an airline. So I take and get that connector hot and blow it out. Now you got to heat both sides of that board up. Get all that solder hot. It's on the other side of the board too. And sometimes you can't do this in one pass. You might have to add some solder to it and re-get the ones that's hung. Now this don't make a pretty sight up underneath the board on the other side, opposite side, but it usually cleans up pretty easy. Got my soldering iron sitting on about 680 degrees. And usually you count about 7 or 8. This is ready to hit some air to it. And these don't come out one at a time. I got a Heiko solder sucker, which works on radios great, but it don't work on this so good. I'm going to set my soldering station up a little higher. Got about 780. This thing gonna get 100% of it. It's gonna get right much of it. I'm going to end up desorting this whole board pretty much like this. And redoing it. Something in this board just don't act right. Not only just the switches. And I know it's going to be people out there say hot air gun. Well, believe me, hot air, by the time hot air, yeah, it works. But by the time you put the hot air to it, enough to get these switches out. See, it's one of the spots you have to put some solder back on because it didn't. You could tell around them when they come out. I got a hot air gun, but it will end up burning the board and popping these little traces up. And you're gonna say, well, look at all that solder all over that board. Well, hey, you can just take a simple little wire brush part, buy at Dollar General. Right, I put the damn arrow over in there, and yeah, it does make kind of a little mess of it on top. Get you a nice little hook like this. And there's a set of switches out. Now, like I said, you're going to have one every now and again like that one right there. These switches ain't no count no ways. Like that one, it hung around. You pretty much rub that off with your finger right there. What was splattered on. What that don't take care of, you can go up at your little Dollar General store. Clean that side up. This side looks like shit. Clean the majority of that up. And you might have to go in here and do a little cleanup with a pick and stuff. Most time it don't do it this bad. Most time it's easy. You just run a brush over it. But maybe some people's better than I am on this, but I've tried reflowing these boards with hot air. And the way they do these boards, they tin them. They're copper. Then they put a tin base over top of them. Right there, that's the majority of it out. Just a few little places you have to clean up, like right around there. Hit them. That's pretty much clean. Put a whole new switch system in. You can get a can of air, compressed air. It don't last long, but you can take compressed air and refill your compressed air with airlines. I'll be back in a minute. And oh yeah, like these switches, see how messed up solid blobs all over them. You just go through and clean it up. It'll come off, huh? It's like combing your hair. There's your set of switches, but this one's messed up anyways. That pin's been pulled up out of that one. Push that pin back down in there. That's all it is, pins. That off and on switch don't work anyways. And these will wore out. But I think these threes are good. I wish you could, I've tried to get these things apart and, you know, replace like that one, but I hadn't figured out a good way to get them apart yet. There's somebody else out there better than that, but I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I just go and buy another set of switches. It's a whole lot easier. I got a couple of them. Like I said about air, This don't have any air in it. You take your cans that ain't got no air in it, even if it ain't got that little tit sticking up which this one has. You take your air line, which just fits over top of this, and press down, press air. You feel it. You feel that tank get stiff. And there you are. You have PB Blast. It freaking stinks, but there you are. A couple little helpful hints. So if you got an empty can and you need compressed air, that's all you need to do is put some more air in it with your air hose. These sort of your switches with your air line or your air can. A little harder with an air can because you got that little hose going on it. You need the hose that it comes off with. It would be easier. I don't think you can get down here and do that and solder. It'd be kind of screwed up, but get your air line. If you had to make your nozzle going in there, come up with something. I expect you could do it with the other one. You get that down in there. But anything. I have used a vacuum cleaner. My shop vac over here, and I put taped the nozzle on it like it right there and sucked it out there, but then you end up getting salt all up in there. It's easier to blow it out than it is to suck it up, believe me. And like I said, I got a Hanko solder sucker. If it's something like this, the solder goes up in the tube when it takes in a lot of it, and it don't actually get up into the canister. You have to just keep on. When you pull it up, you got to pick up the gun so the solder falls down into the canister in there, and then you come alright. But then if you pick it back up and something goes through that little hole and gets down in here, it'll just dribble right back down on the board. So that's kind of a bitch when that happens, because it's good and hot and it sticks to the damn parts again. Then you have to dig all that shit out. But this is the only way I've seen, the best way I've seen to do it, and the cheapest. But you can call it a full way of doing it, but as you can see, it works. That's all the proof you need. In less than, I don't know how many minutes is on this video, but in less than that time, I'm gonna pull the set of switches out. So you tell me. And I've refilled that can of air that was out. I still got liquid in this.
Roadhouse.
Don't want to come out very good, but cheap can from the dollar store or Dollar General. There you go. I hope it's helpful to you. And I hope it don't seem too stupid, but they're out. That's all I can say. It works. Alright then. Have a good day, y'all. Find any helpful hints like it, just let people know. It's good for everybody to share the common sense, because it ain't too common anymore. You have to pay for a lot of common sense now. Alright then, you have a good day. Later.